Hi, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to talk about how to do some exercises to help out with your forward head posture and the neck tightness and pain that often comes along with that. Keeping in mind, it has taken years and years to end up in the posture you are in, and so it will take some time. This is not a quick fix. More consistency will really help with this one. The first thing we're going to do is a chin tuck. So with a chin tuck, you are pulling your head straight back. We're not looking down, we're not looking up. You're not going so far back that you have 100 chins. You're just going back far enough that you start to feel a pull in the back here. It's important to not go so far that you're feeling pain. You just want to feel a gentle pull in the back. You're going to hold it for about 5 seconds and then you can relax. So we're just going to repeat that a handful of times. This is a really easy thing to do throughout your day. And this is one of the things that really does improve pretty quickly. You wouldn't think just for 5-second stretches, but it really does help loosen up the back of your neck, which can help with your posture and with some pain and tension that you might be feeling back here. It's a good one to do even, at a red light, or I don't know, every time you stand up to refill your water or your coffee, or anytime you're at a commercial break. Just throw in a few of these throughout your day. You'll see it makes a big difference. The next thing we're going to do is stretch out our necks. So you can sit on one hand and you're going to tilt your head to the opposite shoulder. And I like to turn and look towards my shoulder. So this, you should feel a nice gentle pull back here. Making sure you really don't want to feel any pain with this. You're just wanting to feel a pull, and you're sitting on your hand to help keep your shoulder down, because if that shoulder follows, you're not really getting a good stretch there. So keeping the shoulder down and just sort of looking towards your shoulder, however is comfortable for you. If it's not comfortable to turn, you can keep your head straight. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So tilting to the side, keeping that shoulder down, and looking towards your shoulder. All of these stretches and anything you do should not be going so far that it's painful. It should just be a nice gentle stretch. Overstretching to the point of pain can actually have the opposite effect and sort of alert your nervous system to too much pain and make everything actually tighter and stiffer. So you really want to just have a nice gentle stretch where it's just feeling comfortable, but you're feeling a nice kind of opening in the back here. And so similar, we're going to switch back to the other side, and you're going to go to the side again, and this time you're going to look up. And you should feel a pull a little bit more in the front of your neck here. Again, just going to where it is comfortable, and if that's not comfortable, you can go ahead and just keep your head straight to the side. You don't need to look up. And keeping the shoulder down, that's why we're sitting on our hand, just to make it a little bit easier to remember to keep that down. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So tilting to the side and looking up to feel a nice stretch in the front over here. The front here can get really tight, especially from being forward head, forward shoulders, can kind of tighten up these front muscles, so it's really nice to open them back up. And take a nice another breath here. Okay. And the next exercise I like, if you have a foam roll or a ball, I'll show you how to use both, is to open up your thoracic spine. So you have your cervical spine is your neck, your lumbar spine is your low back, and your thoracic spine is in the middle. And that's where most people are the tightest from kind of hunching and sitting over a desk for so long. And oftentimes the tightness in your thoracic spine can actually cause neck pain and low back pain. So it's really important to help mobilize this. So you're going to come on the ground and you're going to place this between your shoulder blades, sort of towards the bottom of your shoulder blades. You're going to support your head and you're just going to arch however is comfortable for you, back and forth over the roll. Now if you don't have a foam roll, an easy thing to use would be if you don't have a ball, you could take a towel, roll it up really tight, and see if that works. Then what we're going to do is we're going to roll down a little, so it's a little higher on our shoulder blades, and we're just going to do the same thing. And if a towel roll isn't feeling like enough for you, you can even roll up a towel nice and tight and long, and you can wrap it up with some duct tape. That'll be a little bit of a firmer surface to arch over. If either of these are a little bit too uncomfortable, you don't have a ball, or you just kind of want something a little gentler to start. Another thing to do from this position is with your one hand you can support your head, and with the other you can either keep your elbow bent or straight, and we're going to get a nice stretch through the front of our chest here and our pecs. And so you can have your arm either here at about 90 degrees, or you can lift it a little bit higher to have a little bit different pull. And that's a nice thing to open up because everyone gets a little bit tight there from kind of bending over a desk all day. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So just supporting your neck in your hand. And just letting that arm fall to the side. Or whatever angle is the most comfortable or gives you the nicest stretch. And then I'll show you the same thing on a ball. Is you're just going to pop the ball low on your shoulder blades, and then same thing, just back and forth, arching over it, and then you can scooch yourself so it's a little bit higher on your shoulder blades, and you're just going to arch over. And from the ball, you can do the same type of stretch where you're lifting up however is comfortable to feel a nice pull in the front. So, our next exercise, we are going to find a nice wall that has nothing on it, and you're going to step your feet out a few inches in front of you, and you're going to flatten your whole back as flat as you can against the wall. And then what you're going to do is, starting with your arms down to your side, keeping everything flat, tight core, is you're just going to keep your arms against the wall and go up as high as you can. If you find that they start coming off the wall, that's just the level you're going to stop at. And you're just going to go up and down in this area. You should feel probably a nice stretch or pull in your upper back. Again, we're not going so far that this hurts. You might just need to start right here, and that's okay. And you can kind of work up to a larger range of motion, going up as high as you can. See, I can't even quite get to the top here, but I will work on it. It's something that definitely can be worked on. We spend a lot of time at a screen, and we gotta open it back up. You can pause here if you'd like to do that a little bit longer. But there's one more we can do from this position. Same thing, we're gonna keep everything nice and flat against the wall. And we're just gonna go straight up as high as you can, and then back down. And we're just gonna go through this motion, making sure the back and those shoulder blades are flat against the wall, and up and down. You should feel a nice kind of stretch through your shoulders and upper back. You want to make sure as you're coming up, we're not arching here, we're not arching here. We want to make sure we're keeping everything nice and flat against the wall while we're doing this. Another easy exercise, if you have a band, and actually you don't really need a band to do these, I'll show you with and without a band, is to squeeze in between your shoulder blades. So you can do this without a band. You can just squeeze back, making sure we're not lifting our shoulders up. We really want to squeeze down and back, keeping this nice and quiet, and just squeezing here. With a band, you can hold one hand and just squeeze back to get a little bit more of a pull, or you can pop your hands in and squeeze down and back in between your shoulder blades here. Just to start activating your back. What happens over time from this posture is the muscles in the back sort of stretch out, and all these ones here tighten up, and these stretched out ones get weak because now they're having to work even harder just to hold ourselves up. So just starting to kick in some muscle activation and really thinking about squeezing them as you do it, and thinking about right in between your shoulder blades there is a nice way to activate them. And then another thing we can do is we can clasp our hands together behind us and pull down and back. So pulling down and back, we're really opening up our chest here. We're not arching with this. We're staying in a nice neutral posture and just pulling back. You can lift your arms up or down, however is more comfortable for you. this is just another great way to open up our chest and take a breath and just relax. And now you've done about 10 minutes of just a reset to stretch out and align your back a little bit better, and over time this really will help with your forward head posture, with your neck pain, can even help with your back pain, really mobilizing that middle spine to help you stay upright. As always, please listen to your body, don't do it if it hurts, and if you have any comments or questions or something you'd like to see, please let me know. We'll see you soon.